Welcome back to the Divine Masculine Update. Yes, we cover this weekly, and we do have a new view to these updates. I have pulled upon more cards, close-up views, and some pivotal questions. We are going to have a look at Divine Masculine's energy and what I psychically see coming through for these individuals this week. Now, the first energy I got, especially because we're going to have a close-up view of the crowning energy, we have self-sabotage here. This can be between two paths. This also, it's funny because I'm really noticing this smudge stick in the individual's hand linking to the moon. And I do feel last month was quite a pivotal energy for these individuals really going through a personal transformation. Things going through the wayside. The previous moon also being in the house of Scorpio, very Mars in nature, has had some shadow energies really crop up to be evolved. So this breaking bad, left or right movement these individuals are going through can be these revelations where they potentially have been actually sabotaging themselves. And, sometimes we do these things very unconsciously. And again, they do crop up. So we are going to dig into the energy and take a deeper look at what I'm seeing psychically. Now, with this self-sabotage, like I said, I do feel this clearing. I do feel it is in a relationship to the divine feminine. It also can link to previous relationships they've had where these habits and these belief systems come from. And they're really looking at the shadow side within their own personal emotions. And this can be a very nurturing time for them. It also can be how they are directly looking at love, quite heavily so, in the mix of this circumstance. I don't think last month's energy was really helping them, although, yes, everything is divinely guided and there for a reason. Venus in the house of Aries also did cause some conflict, but definitely with Mars and Pisces it was. I feel now, as we are in that shadow direct energy of Mercury direct, I do feel divine masculine with all this Venusian energy is really thinking about love. Now, in the past position here, they're looking at the need. It's almost like they're very tempted by you, but they're looking at the temptation energy. This can be within relationships. And again, a lot of belief systems do crop up in the awakening. Especially linking to, can you have passion within a connection or can you have tradition? Sometimes we do spiritually feel through our awakening we can only have one or the other. And this is something that they really weren't willing to sacrifice, but it was something that they were really pondering and finding a great difficulty with. There is regret relating to the past when we do look at the temptation energy in the past position. Regrets, and the light's being shone on it. You directly can see that to the left of the card. There's the thoughts to do with the past, and if they had only just resisted the temptation and circumstances, really having a revelation to do with self-sabotaging energies. Really coming to the context of this energy. And there is something here in the heart of it that is wrapping up at this point in time. This is a left or right feeling. It's a cycle. They also feel the cycle of life within the connection with you has this never-ending story. And they do really want to unite with divine feminine. They want to be with their true love. They want to feel united on all fronts where they are spiritually connected. This can be a peace offering they're really wanting to give. This can be a time when, as we do move in, I would say over the next 2 weeks, there can be kind of like a need for balance. They also could be, and we will look at that within the joint connection. If these individuals are in a karmic connection, I'm noticing from the crowding energy, this can be a left or right. I feel they're really looking at this and realizing that there's something that needs to be wrapped up. They also do find it's really strange. It's like they desire you, they want to be around you, but they also do feel quite fretful around you because the temptation is real. Definitely very real. They're very baffled. There is this revelation that they're having, that they're trying to gain clarity on something. Sometimes it's almost like we want a sign from universe, or we want to know that everything's going to turn out okay. They could also be really having to look at the darker side of things to see the light in situations. They do feel that there are some circumstances in their life that is taking the light away from them. But I do feel through this darkness, there is actually, it's almost like they're coming out of a tunnel. They could be seeing a lot of bee totems, and it's really calling upon them to move into their passion and purpose. Hmm. I'm definitely seeing almost like they're having revelations. This is like wanting to articulate how they feel, wanting to communicate, needing to be mentally stimulated. I do feel this is a light bulb moment. I feel they're having a bulb moment, and it's almost like a sign. They could be talking to their ancestors on the other side. We do have the help from above as the outcome energy. We're going to move into clarifying them, but I'm getting, these moon stages, especially from the outcome card, we get the moon, we get the almost music to your ears relating to love, the harp. Some are feeling that this connection really will come down to divine feminine. I do feel some of them are picturing you in a wedding dress. And again, this can be wedding attire, wedding dress, ceremony energy. Okay, what are they showing me here? Yeah, this is quite emotional. This could be an emotional conversation that plays out. I also feel, really going back to the foundation of this situation, this light bulb moment, there's a dark, murky situation here. There's a crossroad they're moving through, really wanting to break bad habits. This also can be cutting ties with bad individuals and things that they feel really are no good for them. Making peace with the circumstance, they could really be keeping up at night, staying up at night. This has been a long time coming. These moon energies, especially the previous moon, we're still in the embodiment of that energy, which was a full moon in Scorpio. And we are moving towards the Venusian energy of Taurus. This can be a clearing. This is a choice between left or right, as we do come from help from above. Now we're going to go on to clarifying and see if we can see anything more within the context of this three. What more do we need to know about energy flows? Yeah, this can be to do with previous commitments or a current karmic cycle they're in. And again, a karmic relationship does not have to be a romantic one. It could be a workplace situation. Moon can be family-related dynamics. This could be to do with letting go of an individual of the past, fearing that their outcome will be the same as their tribe and family. Something that's really holding them back. And they have this revelation they need to let this circumstance go. It almost haunts them at times. Yeah, this is for reunion. This is where they know, they have this revelation. They know they can't keep thinking about this anymore. They've had the light bulb moment. They didn't see it before. They didn't see this before. Yeah, there has been some healing. This has aided them. Okay, what are they moving away from, please? What are they moving away from within the temptation? There's a resistance of temptation. There also might have been a circumstance where they were going to walk away from a cycle and move in towards divine feminine. There could have been some communication that came in that did affect this. They're also trying to change behavior patterns. This can be with communication, action, and words. There could have been a concern over wealth and finances for some. I feel they're also throwing caution to the wind. How can we directly look at this in the heart of it? Ooh, big changes. Okay, we have these cycles and divine masculine knowing they have the power to change this. They're about to take their power back. They feel that if they keep within this cycle, oh wow. Whatever was holding them back psychologically before, this could have been worry about an outcome. It could have been it could get really nasty if I choose myself. This danger energy that was really hovering over their heads like a dark cloud. They're actually realizing now individuals were trying to self-sabotage them, but they've got their own mind now. So they're looking at this and they're really saying to themselves, look, there's infinite ways this can go. This cycle where I'm going is going in circles and circles, and it's like a never-ending story, but there's also a cycle that they're directly connected to that is very divinely guided, and this is to do with the energy where both divine feminine and masculine have a joint connection here. Yeah, revoking the power of a karmic cycle. What's surprising them is how strong they're feeling towards the union energy. It's really surprising them. There can be a maturity coming through with their attitude. And again, they're really accepting the fact of what is light and what is dark. It's almost like not sugarcoating situations, seeing things for what they really are, and really having faith in themselves. I do feel they're really connecting into their psychic energy. This can be a very intuitive time for them. Their mind is full of creative ideas. It's also full of light. Divine Feminine had a similar energy as the outcome. I'm hearing twos, company, threes, a crowd. I was really picking for Divine Feminine. You'd have to go and have a look at that read and see if you can get any more out of it. But I'm saying the same thing here. We have the three energy. And there could be, look, it could have been 3 times, 3 individuals. Something's not making them happy. There's 3 areas of their life. Something's going to go in their favor. There could be a change that is opening up for them that is taking them away from this circumstance, especially if they didn't want to be the bad guy. But there's a lot of closure here. There's a lot of closure, and they're just really getting all the signs and the writing on the wall. And something is really cementing in for them so that they can make a physical choice, so that they actually can get to a point that they can just bring their life together full circle. Something here is also, from a spiritual point of view, there is going to be a peace offering. They also feel they'll be very grateful for this, but there's signs and synchronicities. I do feel some of them are having dream states, and for some it is a loved one that has passed over and they're entering into their dream state. They're giving them synchronistic messages. It could be that they're dreaming about divine feminine. But I do feel these signs are coming in a myriad of ways. This is dreams, this is images, it's visions, it's songs. It's almost like a spiritual haunting. It's really giving them a call to realize, this is part of my life. This is part of my cycle. This is not over. This is something I directly want. And really, that, advice from above is to listen. And I do think this is very Jupiter in nature. It's very, we need to talk about this. I need to look at my future. I need to move beyond where I stand right now. If you did see anything within this and you saw something different, I'd love to hear your interpretation. How are you dealing within your masculine energy this week? And also, how are you dealing with the current energy within your twin flame contract? If you do have any advice, I'd love to hear it for the collective. Come through and join us for the joint connection. We'll see what else we're picking up in the context of that. And yes, we do have both public super chats once a month, and then for additional super chats in the dark, we have private sessions within our YouTube membership. Love to see you soon, and I'll catch up with you next week for the Divine Masculine updates.